everybody. I'm Alicia Tan. I was a reporter on Vox last semester, and I am currently a contributing writer.
I'm Maura Hohman. I was also a reporter on Vox last semester, and I'm also a contributing writer.
So this is our project, Little Known Secrets, and this was the multimedia project for the Vox reporting beat last semester. And the aim of the project was basically to uncover and reveal little known secrets about Columbia. So we spent the entire semester walking around town, talking to strangers and eavesdropping on people's conversations to find out different things we never knew about Columbia. Like I found a professor here who wrote a book about Hugh Hefner and got to go to his mansion and like hang out there during his movie nights and stuff, which was really cool. But we basically worked on this project with a web design class, and so throughout the semester we would give them some of our secrets so they could figure out how to structure their website and stuff like that. So Maura's going to tell you about the reporting side of it.
So yeah, the project was basically divided into two parts. There was equal emphasis put on social media and sort of teasing the package over the course of the semester, which was published in December. And then the other component of the package was reporting and writing. So it was kind of an interesting take on the multimedia component for what was otherwise a very writing heavy class. But the reporting aspect of it was interesting. We were told that really anything could count as a secret as long as it wasn't really well known and related to Columbia in some way. So that freedom seemed a little daunting at first. And we had a lot of experience, or the reporters and I had a lot of experience Google searching, trying to find interesting things about True False, the university, and other notable aspects of the city. But at the end of the day, we all ended up realizing that asking sources who are from here that we were reporting with for other stories ended up being the most effective way. So that kind of became part of our standard process was to, when we were reporting a department story for the magazine that was going to run in a couple of weeks, we would say, hey, do you have any secrets about the city that you'd like, that you think that people would be interested in? And then from there was the process of uncovering more information about it to be able to verify it. And then another big component of this project was turning 3 of those secrets. We were each responsible for 10, and 3 of them had to be longer stories. So stories in the sense that I think the minimum was about 200 to 300 words. Each of the 3 longer secrets had to be about that. So that ended up eliciting a lot of investigative work. So I visited the Boone County Recorder's Office during the semester. I made my first sunshine request. I think a lot of other people had really similar experiences. So it was good in sort of throwing you in head first with uncovering information that wasn't immediately available. And then also the verification aspect of it became kind of difficult because you could be, in the right place at the right time, like Alicia said, and overhear a conversation that sounded really interesting, but then you also had to figure out how to take it the next step and say, okay, how do I figure out that this is true? And I think a lot of that ended up falling on the editors too, because we found the initial information and then expounded upon it, and then a lot of them had to go back and sort of check fact by fact to make sure that what we were telling them was true. But for the most part, I think it all was. I don't think we found anything that ended up just being a rumor or anything like that. So yeah, that was the reporting aspect of it.
Yeah, so we mentioned earlier the big part about this was multimedia and sharing the secrets through various social media platforms. So we had a Twitter, an Instagram, and I think that was it, but we had a main account for all of those things, and so all the reporters had access to that, and then throughout the semester they would share those secrets through those accounts, and sometimes we would tease the secrets for the bigger secrets that we would share during the launch of the print and the website in December. So I think the biggest thing that I learned about this is we had so many people collaborating on this project, so you kind of have to communicate with each other in terms of having a timeline of when to share stuff, like through Twitter and stuff. Otherwise, there's just a bulk of information being sent off to the internet at once. And when you're on your Twitter feed and like one person is sharing like 20 tweets and you want to like unfollow them, we didn't want to be that person. So we kind of, with my team at least, we tried to spread out when we were sharing things. And another thing was being really consistent in terms of like using hashtags. So later on when you're trying to compile everything with that hashtag, everyone is using the same thing, the same acronyms and stuff. And also another big thing to remember is keeping a consistent voice. because we are still part of Vox Magazine, but even though our account is Vox Little Known Secrets, we're still part of the same publication. And so in terms of presenting our secrets, we really had to have a very streamlined presentation. So I'm going to show you the video from the web design student. She couldn't be here today. We'll look at this, and she's going to talk about how she came up with the design for the website.
Hello, my name is Yuqing. I am the web designer for this little non-secret project. I was in a multimedia design class, and this project is one of our class assignments. I really love this project because it is a lot of fun, and I learned a lot of programming skills as well. One thing I really love about this web design is that it is very visually oriented. I used the images of each secret and organized them under different categories on the front page. The basic structure of the website is coded using HTML, and I use CSS to make those images into little circles because I wanted to create the feeling of a treasure hunting game. It's like there's a little secret buried under each image, and you kind of have to dig to find them. When you hover over the image, a short description of each secret will pop up, which I coded using JavaScript. Some of the description are questions, such as, can you name the sister cities of Colombia? My initial purpose of making those questions is, I hope when people see those questions, they will be like, oh, I thought I know Colombia quite well, but I really don't know this. And maybe they will want to click on the content. And when they click on the question, another pop-up window will appear with the actual secret and a larger size image. I hope that this design can give a more mysterious look to those little non-secrets, and I just hope that people will find it interesting and want to explore the whole website more. But anyway, this is really a fun project, and I was excited to see the finished website.
Okay, so this is the website that you can see here. And one thing I didn't mention is in addition to Twitter and Instagram, we also made Vines that we shared from our personal accounts. And then we also had to learn how to use GIFs. This was one, oh, I guess you can't see it there, but you can see right here that there's this yoga GIF that I made.
Oh, wait, yeah, I think mine might work.
Yeah.
I really just want to show the one that I did.
And another thing that we did was we fact checked all of our things before we shared them on Twitter too. So that was another big aspect of the reporting. Yeah, so that's a Vine that Maura did.
Yay.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
Yeah, you can, or let's see. Did you do a longer story? Because we can maybe show that and show what it looks like, how you can scroll through it.
Let's see if the one was. Okay, so this is a professor who got to meet Hugh Hefner, and I did a Q&A with him just about his book and what it was like to be in Los Angeles. He went back there a bunch of times every year to hang out with him and get to know him.
And was that that was an Instagram you did, right?
Yeah, that was an Instagram that I did. And so we ran them through filters, and then that issue that launched in December was an entire Instagram issue. So everything that was printed went through an Instagram photo filter. But that's pretty much the gist of it.